everybody, melting into presence, overflowing effervescence, rising and rising and rising and dawn is breaking, waves are coming, everybody, standing in wonder, beneath the rain and the thunder, rising and to this perfect imperfection, awakening in the oneness of everybody, part of each other, sister and brother, rising in light. Shanti Satchidana, Shanti Satchidana, Shanti Satchidana, Shanti Satchidana. We are awakening, Men, sing that with me. We are awakening, We are awakening, We are awakening, Now the women with Deva,
We are awakening. We are awakening.
are awakening. We are awakening. We are awakening. Awakening. We are awakening. We are awakening. Awakening. We are awakening. We are awake. We are awake. We are awake.
Today at my school, in world history, teacher popped a quiz. He said, this is easy, just name the 7 wonders of the world for me. So this is what we wrote. The pyramids of Egypt, the Taj Mahal, the Panama Canal, China's Great Wall, world famous landmarks, we counted them all. Yes, they got every vote. Then I noticed a shy girl who sits next to me hadn't turned in her list. It was plain to see. Teacher asked her what the trouble might be, and this is what she said. There's so many answers, I don't know what to say. Teacher said, maybe we can help find a way. Just read a short list. The girl hesitated, and this is what she read. To touch, to see, to taste, and to feel, to laugh, and to hear, to love. While we're here, these are such wonders, wonderful wonders, 7 wonders of the world. Well, you could have heard a pin drop in that room. Nobody spoke, nobody moved, till someone asked the girl to say it once more. And so she spoke again. To touch, to see, to taste, and to feel, to laugh, and to hear, to love.
You too. Always. Good morning. Good morning. It's not working. Good morning. Happy Easter and welcome to Unity Columbine Spiritual Center, where centered in God, we celebrate a world of harmony, peace, and abundance for all. And we are going to start with some great music for you.
Stand if you feel it. Why not? Let's dance it out. Woo! There's a light that shines with hope and grace, fills the sky with new mercy each day. We're alive. Let your glory pour out. There's a joy that overwhelms our souls, 'cause we know our God is in control. Overflow. Let your glory pour out.
So before we call up the children, let's all scoot in or put up your hand if there's an empty chair next to you. We have some people waiting in the back. Let's get them a seat. Look for a hand that's up and make your way up so that you are comfortable. And now, this is the time in our service when we honor our children. So please come up, children, and Jeannie will tell us what they're up to today.
I think. Come on up, everybody. Thank you guys for coming up. All right, if I could get all the kids to come up. Okay, we're going to need a bigger church. Yep. I think we know what's next on our agenda. So happy Easter, everyone. And we're so grateful you're here. It's going to be an amazing day. So one thing I want to plug first is next Sunday, right after the service, we're doing a parenting panel. And anyone that hasn't heard about it can get information on our website, or they can come and talk with me or anyone on staff. We'd love to have any parent or grandparent, anyone that wants to just do some conscious parenting. And it's a panel, so it's a question, asking questions, instead of just an approach, us feeding you just a certain theory. So I wanted to plug that. And then the other thing that we have to talk about. So does anyone know what we're doing right after the service? Do you guys know? Easter egg hunt. Yeah, we're just a little excited. So we're going to hide over 500 eggs, some of my older kids. And then parents, I need you to come down as soon as you possibly can. So I know it's a little hard, but just come straight down. Yeah, and Reverend Sue is going to cue you. So you can come down and get your children. We're going to kind of collect on the patio. And then every child is going to get at least 10 eggs. We're going to count and see, but at least 10 eggs. I have extra bags or baskets if we need, so don't let that stop. For the 1 and 2-year-olds, there is a roped off with flags under the play structure by the sandbox. For the 1 and 2-year-olds, they can have 10 eggs each too. So the bigger kids can't go where the ropes and the flags are, okay? We'll talk about that. So I think you can just bless us out. I think we're ready.
We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. We see the Christ you are.
While the kids are exiting, why don't you go ahead and stand up on your feet? We're going to sing together. We're just going to make this affirmation of who we are this morning. We are here, we are whole, we are safe, we are loved just as we are. So why don't you sing with us this morning? I am here. Here we go. I am here. I am whole as I am. I am safe. I am loved as I am. I am grateful and I'm free. And I'm as perfect as can be. I am here. I am whole as I am. Let's sing that again. I am here. I am whole as I am. I am safe. I am loved as I am. I am grateful and I'm free. And I'm as perfect as can be. I am here. I am whole as I am. Oh, I am here. Say, I am here. I am whole as I am. Yes, I am here. I am whole as I am. Yes, come on, give yourselves a hand. At this time, I'll tell you, you can be seated, and we just want to move into a time of meditation. So as I know there's a lot of excitement, I know you're all excited about Easter eggs to steal candy from your children, and but we want to just take a second to really just focus. You can just close your eyes right now and take a breath, and we're just going to prepare ourselves for what it is that Spirit has for us this morning. I don't know about you, but I just feel grateful. And I am remembering
yourself to be fully centered and settled in your seat, and gently close your eyes if you feel comfortable doing that. Let my words be your words if they resonate with you as we pray. Sweet loving Spirit, I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. As a child of God, as a spiritual being, as a divine human, remembering that I am love, that I am wisdom, that I am strong, that I am filled with understanding and zeal and life. And every time I remember who I am, I show up as these attributes of Spirit, as these attributes that are mine too. That I am all these beautiful things that we attribute to Spirit. I am remembering, coming back together, coming back into an awareness of my wholeness, that I am safe, that all is well, that my circumstances are just circumstances, just stories. And even when they're painful, I remember that love wins, that love conquers all. That I can come back to a place of peace, a place of awareness of who I am as a spiritual being. I hold that for myself, and I hold it for everyone else. That as every person remembers who they are, that they may too bring forth all those beautiful qualities, love and joy and compassion. We just need to remember. And we hold this for everyone in our prayer box, every prayer request in our prayer box, every person on our prayer list who maybe is struggling right now. We hold for them that they too can remember who they are in spite of things that are going on in the world, in spite of things that are going on in their worlds. And we hold it, and we hold them with love. And so I want to invite us now into a short time of meditation where we align ourselves with that part of ourselves that already knows this, that knows it and believes it and lives it. When we're finished with our time in meditation, our music team will gently lead us out. But for now, let's rest together in the silence.
with no proof anyone could hear. In our hearts, a hopeful song we barely understood. Now we are not afraid, although we know there's much to fear. We were moving mountains long before we knew we could. There can be miracles when you believe. Though hope is frail, it's hard to kill. Who knows what miracles you can achieve when you believe? Somehow you will. You will when you believe. In this time of fear, when prayer so often proved in vain, hope seemed like the summer birds too swiftly flown away. Yet now I'm standing here with heart so full I can't explain, seeking faith and speaking words I never thought I'd say. There can be miracles when you believe. Though hope is frail, it's hard to kill. Who knows what miracles you can achieve
Columbine Choir, Ryan, our band. I mean, amazing, amazing. All of you. They work so hard. It's so beautiful. So yesterday I saw a promo for a church, and it said, "Come celebrate 420 with us. You can't get higher than risen." You know, what if the first Easter actually fell on 420? Like it would bring up a whole lot more questions, wouldn't it? Like that stoner, like what? Yeah. Anyway, it's a holiday today. Easter. We're here to celebrate Easter. So I think our world, I think we are ready for a resurrection. I think our world needs a resurrection. And a resurrection is bringing something back to life, raising it up. And what we need is to bring back to life a world that is love-based, a world that is about compassion and caring about people, and, stop this hate. There's no room for hate, just no room for it. And I think we need this resurrection. We need this rising above, bring back to life something that we all, I think, could benefit from, a world that's kinder and gentler and more loving. And build a bridge to stop, so that we can come together instead of having this big divide. We need this. And we can do this. We resurrect all the time. We resurrect in our day-to-day lives all the time. Anytime you have lifted yourself up from a setback, from a failure, from a heartbreak, from a diagnosis, from a job loss or a divorce, you have resurrected. When you decide to go on, when you decide that there is life beyond this thing that happened to me, this thing that I found myself in, you've resurrected. We're always resurrecting. And the Easter story reminds us that we can do this. Yes, we have crucifixions in our lives. We have things that hurt us because we're human. And we're living in a world with 8 billion other humans. And we're going to have things that hurt us. And we can cross them out on the cross. We can cross them out and say, this is no longer serving me, and die to that part of ourselves to resurrect to new life. And so the Easter story from the scriptures, there's 4 gospels, and they all have the resurrection in it. And they all have the resurrection be known to women first. Women, our divine feminine, is the part of us, all of us, regardless of our gender, that is able to receive, is able to intuit. And Mary Magdalene is in all 4 Gospels as the one to be there, because she never left. She was at the foot of the cross. So all 4 Gospels have it with women, which was a real slam to men at the time, which gives Bible scholars some grounding that something really happened, or it wouldn't have been written this way. Something happened. You don't have to believe in the literal resurrection of the body if you don't want to. It doesn't matter. In Unity, we teach what meaning does it have for our lives now, today. How can it help us move forward? And so we're going to look at the gospel according to Mark. Now, Mark was the first gospel written. It's the oldest. It's also the shortest. And Mark's gospel is not as beautifully written as, say, John's. It's just not. And it's got a lot of kind of weird endings and things, but it's very concise and has a great message. So let's look at the gospel according to John. When the Sabbath was over, Mary Magdalene and Mary, the mother of James and Salome, brought spices so that they might go and anoint him. And very, very early on, the first day of the week, when the sun had risen, they went to the tomb. They had been saying to one another, "Who will roll away the stone for us from the entrance to the tomb?" When they looked up, they saw that the stone, which was very large, had already been rolled back. As they entered the tomb, they saw a young man dressed in a white robe sitting on the right side, and they were alarmed. But he said to them, "Do not be alarmed. You are looking for Jesus of Nazareth, who was crucified. He has been raised. He is not here. Look, there is the place they laid him. But go, tell his disciples and Peter that he is going ahead of you to Galilee. There you will see him, just as he told you." So they went out and fled from the tomb, for terror and amazement had seized them. And they said nothing to anyone, for they were afraid. So let's break this down. And what does it mean to us metaphysically? What does it mean? What meaning can we give it? One interpretation I'm going to share with you, mine. Yeah, well, kind of Unity's too, but we all have to take this in for ourselves. So when the Sabbath was over, I lost my place. Very early on the first day, it says, very early on the first day when the sun had risen. So it's a new day. It's a new day. This is the day that the Lord has made. It's a new day. So when the sun has risen and it's early and it's time for new beginnings, time to start over. It doesn't have to be in the morning. We can have a do-over anytime we choose to have a do-over. In the beginning, we can start afresh with a new idea, a new way of being, a new way of showing up. So that's the first thing. Then the next one. They've been saying to one another, "Who will roll away the stone for us?" Don't we say that in our lives? Who's gonna move that for me? Who's gonna roll that stone away? Who's gonna take that obstacle away from me? Whose job is that? Not my job, is it? Who's gonna roll that thing away so that I can do what I want to do? Nobody's gonna do it for us. Nobody's going to do it for us. We have to do it ourselves. If there's an obstacle in the way of us having a greater life, who put the obstacle there? We did. So the next thing is when they looked up. It's a big clue here. When they looked up, the stone was already rolled away. When we look up, when we raise our consciousness, when we uplift ourselves in a new way of thinking, that obstacle is gone. Because it's not so much the obstacle as it is what we think about the obstacle, as the thoughts we have about the obstacle, thinking that it's in our way, that it's blocking our path. But when we raise up, raise our thinking, look at it from a different perspective, looking up, it's not even there. It's not even an obstacle anymore. It's not blocking us. So as they entered the tomb, they saw a young man dressed in a white robe sitting on the right side. So in Unity, we like to say that this is an angel, or angels represent messengers of spirit. Some intuition that we get ourselves. Not some angel out here, but in here, inside. And so anytime there's someone sitting on the right side, it means sitting on the side of truth, sitting on the side of what's good, what's pure, what's loving. And this angel they're getting a knowing, the women. They're getting a knowing by this man sitting on the right side. And they were alarmed, though, because this wasn't expected. Anytime something is different than what we expect, there's alarm, danger, scared, because it's not what we're used to. when we're comfortable, even if it's painful, it's familiar. But when something is unexpected, even if it's good, it's like, ooh, do I want that? The next slide. But he says, do not be alarmed. Do not be alarmed. Jesus says this is so many times in the scriptures, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. It's all good. They knew, the writers of the Gospels knew human nature, to be afraid of something that's different, afraid of something that's new. But he says, tell his disciples and Peter, which I think is very interesting. Wasn't Peter one of the disciples? But Peter represents our faith. So tell the disciples and bring your faith with you. Bring your faith with you. Because this is something maybe you're not going to believe when you first see it. Bring your faith. Bring your faith. And go to Galilee. Galilee was a mountain town. And so it represents a higher consciousness, more divine energy. A place where we could experience something, some miracle that we didn't expect. And a miracle is just something that we're not used to seeing in the normal way of life. But when we believe, when we bring our faith, that Peter that's inside of us, then we can believe, then we can experience it in Galilee. And the next one. So they fled from the tomb with terror and amazement. Terror and amazement. Think about something, if you get some guidance that you're not sure, can I do this really? You can be terrified and amazed at the same time. When I felt that I got called to ministry, I was terrified that I didn't have what it took to be a minister, and amazing. I'm called to be a minister. You know, all of us are called into different things in our lives. Be amazed at that you heard the call and you answered the call. And then, for they were afraid. They didn't tell anyone. Right. They don't, make sure it's grounded in you before you tell anyone. Because somebody's unbelief could sway your belief in something. So it's okay to wait. I didn't tell anyone when I felt called to ministry at first. I had to get myself grounded in that this is mine to do. So then the Gospel of Mark ends there. The short version ends right there. Wait, isn't there more to the story? But I love this in the Gospel of Mark. There's later writings that they added to it, but this is saying to me, I get to decide. We get to decide how the story unfolds, how we get to move forward. What meaning are we going to give this? How is it going to unfold? We don't know. There's mystery. There's a mystery to Mark's writing because he left it right there. The other gospel writers picked up from there and talked about Jesus, more in relationship to the disciples. But this was left blank here in Mark. It's a mystery. And we want that mystery. Maybe we don't always want that mystery, but we resurrect. On Friday, I had a call with my spiritual director, and I was telling her that I have had a lot of requests for my time recently from Unity Worldwide Ministries to be on the board, to be on the skills demonstration committee, to be on the nominating committee, to be a mentor to new ministers that are coming on, to many requests, and I've said no, all along. And I wanted to explore that with her, and she said, well, why do you think you're saying no? I said, I think I don't feel worthy to do that kind of work. And she said, okay, let's work with that. So we sat in the silence together for a little bit, and she said to me before we went into the silence, okay, I want you to take that unworthy feeling, that you're not enough feeling, and really, really feel it fully and see where it lands in your body. Okay, so we sit in the silence, and for several minutes, I got nothing. So I came back to her and I said, that is not going to land in me at all. That is not landing. I think what happened is that's an automatic response from my subconscious mind, and we all have them. That something that just came out, but it is no longer true for me. It's no longer, I have nothing in me that is letting that thought take root. And she said, Sue, you've resurrected. And I'm like, yes, I have. And it felt good, and it's freeing. I was reading a book by Shanti that's called Resurrecting Jesus. And in the book, he talks about how most of the Eastern religions talk about wanting to get off the karmic wheel of life. Like you want to get off that cycle and not have to reincarnate again. And Jesus showed us a different way. With his resurrection, he came back to the world of time and space. He came back to interact with people. He came back to show us that the divine is always here. The divine is always part of us. The divine is always in us. The divine is us. We are it. We need to take that in. And when we resurrect and remember who we are, we can know that for certain. We can know that we are divine. We can come alive to new life. Come alive. Come out of the tomb and into new life. About a week and a half ago, I was in Michigan with my husband, and his mom, Judy, was nearing the end of her life, and we knew this. We went to say goodbye. And the second day we were there, we just intuitively felt something was happening. And so I brought some oil with me, some essential oils called Breathe. It's called Breathe, and it's a sweet smell of rosemary and eucalyptus and peppermint and lemon. And minutes before she died, I was able to anoint her and put oil on her head and on her hands. And I read Psalm 91 to her, and then played a song on YouTube, a song that just was in my head, Be Not Afraid. Be not afraid. It's an old Catholic hymn, which I grew up Catholic, so not surprising that showed up for me. And Kevin and I were both holding one of her hands, and she took her final breath. And I had mentioned to her when I was putting it on her hands and her head, I hope your last breath, whenever your last breath is, Judy, whenever, I hope it's sweet, like this oil. I hope it's filled with love. I hope you take in how much we love you. And I hope you're at peace. Let that last breath be one of peace. And three times through that song, Be Not Afraid, she took her last breath. And it was beautiful and peaceful and loving. And what an honor to be with somebody as they're taking their final breath. moving on to a new life, a new way of being, a different realm. And we teach in Unity that life is eternal. And we release the body, but life continues in a different way, in a different realm. We can resurrect any time. We die to a part of ourselves that's no longer serving us. We let go of something that is not for our greater good so that we can live, come alive more freely, more fully, more lovingly, more peacefully. There's so much more life and we have so much more potential. And so this Easter message is a reminder to come alive. Come alive. Jesus said, I am the resurrection and the life. It didn't mean I was the resurrection or I will be the resurrection. I am. That's where your power is in your I am. I am the resurrection. Meaning right now, no matter what happened in the past and no matter what may unfold in the future, right now, we can resurrect. Martha Smock says this in her book, Fear Not. Right now, the resurrection work is going on in you. Right now, you are being resurrected into newness of life. Right now, you are rising to a newer and higher place in consciousness. Right now, your spirit is being lifted up. Your faith is being strengthened. Right now, the morning of truth dawns in your soul. Dawns in your soul. So let that be for you in whatever way feels right for your soul, for your good, for your life. We're going to do an anointing here that we like to do on Easter. And it's symbolic of this transition from one way of being to another, from one way of life to another, from one thought maybe to another thought, to a higher, uplifted thought. And so we'll have our prayer chaplains up here. There'll be a couple in the back and some in Foss Hall for who's ever watching online in there. Let it be for you an opportunity to ease your transition to a new life, to a new way of being, to come alive. Come alive. Because you deserve that. We all deserve that. So I'm going to invite our prayer chaplains up now with me to do the oil, the anointing, and our ushers will direct you how to come up here and back there.
Thank you all for being here today. And we reflect on our purpose statement as a reminder for why we gather. So please say that with me. We commit to increasing our spiritual awareness, diversifying our impacting the world. And I know you all have impacted us positively by being here and participating in this beautiful service today. And at this time in the service, this is when we invite you to share from your financial gifts so that we can keep Columbine thriving and also extend our gifts to the greater community. So please say with me our offering blessing. God's love has always met and will always meet all my needs. I give freely, I receive abundantly, and I am grateful. And as the offering bags pass through the sanctuary, you're always invited to place your hand, to place your hand over the top and make a little blessing. Many of you have sent your offerings through the ether to us, and we really appreciate that. That allows us to plan a little bit more carefully. And we are very grateful for everything that is shared, and we're very careful with how we manage those resources. And again, as these are passing through, let's turn and give a wave to our online viewers and to our production team. Hello up there. We're so glad that we have this technology that allows people to feel connected to us, even if they can't get here in person. And if you're here for the first time, or for the first time in a long time, welcome. We're glad you're here. And we invite you to unless you have to run to the egg hunt, we invite you to join us in Foss Hall for a fellowship time. And we do have white mugs in there and blue ones. The white ones mean I would like to speak to people. So careful which one you pick up. And just real quick, a couple of announcements. We have a lot going on besides our Sunday services. We have many activities coming up this summer. We have several First Friday events. We have music on the lawn at the end of June with Ryan and Laura and Sydney, which we're really looking forward to, a women's retreat, and then also the Colorado Feeding Kids event, which many of you are familiar with and participate in. And then another concert on the lawn with something underground to round out the summer. So those are some of the things we have going on. A quick reminder, if you ordered tulips, please gather them as you leave and enjoy them throughout as long as they remain alive or you plant them. And then finally, we do have ambassadors. Who are our ambassadors today? Johnny is here, thank you. So Johnny has on a name tag that says ambassador. If you have questions, look for him and he'll be glad to help you with that, or you can look for me as well. And then who are our prayer chaplains today? We have Carolyn and Sue. Thank you so much for acting as prayer chaplains. And they are here to end your celebrations. So now we end with music.
You stumble through your days, got your head hung low, your sky's a shade of gray, like a zombie in a maze. You're asleep inside, but you can't shake awake, 'cause you're just a dead man walking, thinking that's your only option.
But you can flip the switch and brighten up your darkest days.
Sun is up and the colors blinding, take the world and redefine it, leave behind your narrow mind.
You'll never be the same.
Dreaming with your eyes wide open.
got a little more song to give you, but happy Easter, everybody.
Let's stick around for one more.